Alrighty, we are live. I'm just going to double check on the LinkedIn page because Lord knows StreamYard loves to give me audio issues at the last second. But excited to be here today with all of you guys. Cold calling another day. So definitely want to start out just doing some introductions. My name is Adriana. For anyone who's watching and might not know me, I'm the community. And oh, there's like audio coming from another tab on my computer. Where is that coming from? Okay. It's gone now. Okay, that was like so confusing. Oh my gosh. I thought I had like a Zoom meeting open or something. I was like, what is going on? But yeah, so RevGenius throws these events. If you are not already a part of our Slack community, it has 35,000 tech professionals in it. It's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. If you do want to check it out, you can join at revgenius.com. Michael, I will let you introduce yourself. You are first on my screen.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for having me. It's great to be doing cold calls again with you guys. Gavin, Sean, awesome to have met you guys. Big fans of both of you. My name is Michael Ashman. I'm BDR for Luminary Cloud, and what we do is we supercharge CFD solutions. We are a stealth startup, so great things are happening, and a lot more is to come.
Awesome. And Sean, thank you for
Yeah,
making it here today. I know it's been a little bit of a crazy week for you.
yeah. My left elbow kind of got messed up, but it's all good. I'm still here. Thankful for a click to call. But yeah, I'm Sean Kipnis. I am client from Calera, and we have omni-channel solutions for mostly enterprise businesses. So today I'll be focused on the SMS texting solution we have.
Awesome. And Gavin?
What's up, guys? I'm 0 for 3 on booking demos via LinkedIn live cold calling, but today's gonna be different. Gavin, BDR with Rattle. Yeah, let's just get after it. Let's just make some dials.
Awesome. Alrighty, so we're gonna just go to the left of your screens, just click new pod. You can name your pod whatever you want within reason. Nothing that will get us banned from LinkedIn Live. And then you can start dialing. Just make sure to share the audio from your dialers by clicking share, and then click share tab audio. And then you should be good.
Let's do it. I only have time for 28 minutes of dials, so I got to jump at 2:30. But
Okay, we got this.
cool. Let's just get some.
Let's do it.
Hey. I'll be bouncing around between everyone's rooms, but figured I would start here.
Cool. So I'm getting this audio set up. Now you're not seeing my screen, are you?
No, yeah, we can't see your screen, but I do see the little icon that lets me know that you're sharing the audio, so you should be good on that.
Cool. Let's get this rolling.
Do you book most of your meetings over the phone, Sean, or is it a mix?
I'd say probably 40% on the phone. And then we got probably 60 on the email. What about you and your cold calling?
I don't really cold call very much at RevGenius, but in all of my previous roles, it was like 90% calls, like 10% everything else. It was like very
You've
call
reached
heavy.
Alfredo Ramirez with Arizona Pump.
I feel like I kind of got like the old school SDR experience though, because like when I started, we didn't even have a dialer. Like we had nothing. I was making calls from my cell phone and like typing in numbers one by one from like a list. So it could have been like 1997.
Yeah, I was just thinking if I had to do that on the cell phone, it would be pretty bad right now. It would be, yeah.
It got better very shortly after, but that was like my first entry point.
I'm doing no voicemails today.
Hi, you've reached Bill French. I can't get to the phone right.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail of Andrew Thiessen.
Has anyone else came on here with only one arm?
I can't say that has happened before. I don't believe so.
Got it.
Says a historic occasion.
Love it.
We should have named it that. Just cold calling, one arm cold calling.
Well, I like what Ronald said on my comment.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
He was like, just say it's like Sean, no hands Sean with Calera or something.
Oh my gosh. Oh, love that. All right, we got a question in the chat. Aaron said, question for Sean. What do you think is the most misunderstood part of cold calling?
Misunderstood.
Your call has been forwarded.
Objection handling. So maybe don't like miss or underestimate like the opener, because I feel like a lot of people need to have that opener pretty much memorized, right? And a lot of people don't. So that's where a lot of people get like hang-ups or whatnot. So I would say focus more on the opener and maybe not as much on the objection handling. And if you need help objection handling, get Trellis. You could see it on my my LinkedIn page, and it helps with objections in real time. So I think that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Someone just mentioned that tool to me yesterday, I think. I've never tried it out though.
Yeah, it's completely free. It also helps with your pace. So I actually have it on right now. So it like tells me to slow down when I need to, because I tend to talk quick.
Does it like give you answers to objections, or like what does it do?
Yeah, so it has pretty big answers in there, but you can also put your own answers. So when the call comes up, it'll give you that answer that you need. And it's also like it transcribes everything you're saying right now. So actually,
Gotcha.
Hi, this is Andy.
it's transcribing our conversation right now.
Nice. Oh, we actually have gotten a whole bunch of questions in the chat. Okay. Someone asked, is there a specific time of day you perceive cold calling as effective, or certain days?
So at my last job, I think we did like 10 in the morning on Thursday Central Time. And on the Wednesdays, it would be like 2 Central. And those are the best times we had. But I think any time is a good time to cold call. So.
Yeah, for sure. As long as it's not the middle of the night.
Right.
One time, actually, I booked a meeting with someone who answered, and they were like in the middle of a party in Spain. They were like on vacation, and they were like, yeah. Oh, okay. I got excited. I thought it was a pickup. But yeah, no, I called them. They were like in the middle of a party in Spain. And they lived in the US, so obviously I wasn't like trying to call them in the middle of the night, but there was like music, and they were like, yeah, this sounds really cool. Just give me a call back on Monday. Like, I'll talk to you. And I was like, okay. We booked them.
That's funny. So. Interesting. It's amazing. I called someone like they had India's cell phone number, but I thought the guy was here, and then the guy on the other side was like, we're kind of sleeping here.
Oh no. Yeah.
Please leave your message for.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go check in on Michael and Gavin. I'll be back around.
Sounds good.
Hey, Michael.
Hi, how's it going?
How are the calls going so far?
So it's kind of weird. There's something going on with outreach. So I'm clicking to like initiate a call, and it's saying that like there's another call in progress. So I closed all my tabs. I didn't have any outreach tabs open, reopened them. So we're gonna see right now if after I logged out, I can actually dial out. Otherwise, what I was doing before this was I just put my phone on speaker.
Yeah.
And hopefully the audio can pick it up. Yeah, just a little bit of troubleshooting.
No worries.
A life in the day.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fingers crossed.
We did get some cold call questions in the chat.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
hoping maybe you can answer one of them
I'd
while
love
we try to
to,
figure
yeah.
out outreach. Okay, so Peyton
Perfect.
asked, what strategies for navigating around an administrator if you're calling multiple people from the same company?
That's a really good question. So dealing with a gatekeeper is something, especially when you're calling into large enterprise companies, is something you should expect to deal with because you just can't get the direct line or the mobile
Yeah.
every time. So there's like ways you can get like a quick win, which is like call in and sound authoritative and make that sound like, like, hey, John, is Jeff there? And you just kind of like come in like you're supposed to be there.
Mhm.
I like to think about it as like you're walking into the hotel with a suit on, like nobody's gonna stop you because you're wearing a suit.
Yeah.
And so, you can go in that direction. But then you're gonna get questions like, do you have a meeting? Do they know you're calling? Who are you? Where are you coming from? Any of those sort of things. I like to obviously be honest and in the sense of, I'd actually reached out to, we're gonna use the name Jeff for this situation. I've actually sent Jeff a couple of emails. I was following up to give him a call and just get his feedback.
Mhm.
What you want to avoid is obviously, a gatekeeper's job is to prevent sales calls and other things, getting across. So not necessarily that you're hiding it, but just kind of like be honest.
Yeah.
Along the lines of, I've tried to communicate on a couple different channels. I believe this is very relevant to Jeff, and I wanted to make sure that this got across his desk. And it also pays to be very pleasant with the gatekeeper.
Mhm.
When you get an opportunity, when someone's willing to work with you, getting on their good side helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that answer the whole question?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really hard sometimes to like deal with gatekeepers because I feel like as SDRs, it's like we're so programmed to like don't never take no for an answer, like keep dialing. But it's like I think especially like developing relationships with those people like can really get you a long way. Because like you said, it's like it's their job to make sure that like no annoying phone calls are going to their boss.
Mhm.
So for
Yeah,
sure.
and I mean, we all love to believe that our cold calls are very important, but also to understand that a lot of our ICPs get a lot of cold calls, so
Yeah.
a little bit of filtering is really needed for them to be able to be effective in their day.
For sure.
And good news, outreach is working again,
Yes.
so we can make calls.
Amazing.
I'm going to share my audio right now.
Perfect.
There we go. Very
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's sharing.
Awesome. Let's get underway. Was that the only question, or was there any others?
Yeah, there are a few others. Paul asked, "What's your current go-to opener?"
Oh, definitely along the lines of like, hey Jeff, this is Michael. How you been? Get their response. Who is this? I don't know. Whatever else, and then immediately into the permission-based opener.
Mhm.
Jeff, I'm sure you're extremely busy, but I was wondering if I could take a minute just to explain why I called you today.
Nice. Very straightforward.
Mhm.
I've always liked that. I'm not really a fan of the like, can I have 27 seconds of your time? I feel like just being really straightforward with things is personally the vibe.
I agree too, because if you're being straightforward, like you want these conversations to be organic, and the
Yeah.
best way to be organic is speaking the way that you want to be spoken to.
Mhm. Definitely.
What is going on? I'm having a bad tech day.
It is totally okay. I'm gonna go see what Gavin is up to. Oh,
For sure.
I can hear you.
Perfect.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'll leave a little voicemail. Hey, this is Michael Ashman calling from Luminary Cloud. If you could give me a call back, my number is 312-437-1004. Thanks. Bye.
Waiting for calls.
Cool.
I'm gonna go see what Gavin is up to. I'll be back around.
Awesome. Tell him I said hello.
Hey, Gavin.
Hey, what's up, Adriana?
Michael says hello.
Michael who?
Michael in the other pod.
Oh, what's up?
Oh.
Dude, hey, Thomas, it's Gavin DeWitt. You got a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so we can call it spade a spade here. This is a good old-fashioned classic cold call. You feeling generous, or do you want to just hang up now?
I'm feeling like I might be a little busy, so this may not be a great time.
The old classic busy objection. Is there a time I should call you back that would work better for you?
Can I ask what it would be about?
That's a great.
Because I missed that first part.
That's a great question. So I'm calling you because I see you're the BD director for Lirio. Typically when I speak with people like you, you're focused on maximizing and making sure that there's no gaps in your pipeline generation process. Is that a safe assumption, or am I completely off the mark?
I have so much going on. I don't even know how to answer that question. Yeah, now's probably not a great time. If you want to try me next week, it's a little bit better.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll add
But
you
I
on
appreciate the
LinkedIn.
call.
Yeah, for sure. I'll add you on LinkedIn and I'll call you next week. Sound good?
LinkedIn sounds perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. The thing that blows my mind, that actually has no relation to what I was going to say before it picked up. But the thing that blows my mind is the guy was like, "Oh, I'm all good," and I was like, are you good because it's a cold call, or are you good because like you actually are good?"
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "I'm actually good, and because it's a cold call," and I'm like, "Buddy, you're a director of sales. Like, what?" That just blows my mind.
Yeah,
Dumb
it is
to me.
kind of sad. Like, so what if everyone picked up their phones like that? You know,
Yeah,
we would never get anywhere.
yeah, blows my mind.
Shazan in the chat, I'm sorry, I don't know if that's how I'm actually supposed to say your name, asked any minimum volume of calls per day.
I try to make bare minimum 50.
Mhm.
But with Monster Connect, shout out Monster Connect, awesome product. I'm able to hit like 100 in an hour.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take me long to hit my call goal.
Awesome.
I think like the average from when I've been on the show is like 130, 30, like 133 or something.
Hello?
Hey, Amy, it's Gavin DeWitt. You got a minute?
No, I'm sorry. I'm about to join a call.
Oh, no worries. I'll call you back in a little bit.
Who is Gavin DeWitt?
It's a great question. I'd love to tell you, but I don't want to take up too much of your time because you're about to jump on a call.
Goodbye.
The old hang up. Classic. So funny. The salespeople just hate cold calls.
Tal on LinkedIn said great confidence there about your last call. So
Well, it's like
at least we're rooting for you.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's just like one of those things where it's like I have like zero tolerance for sales leaders who are instantly rude off the rip. And I'm not saying she was rude.
Yeah.
But like we're all busy. Like I'm doing my job, you're doing yours. Let's just have a conversation. I'm not asking you to get your checkbook out. That's my favorite line. Is you can leave your checkbook at home. But yeah, the whole like sales leader who hates cold calls is like,
Yeah.
what?
It
Like,
really doesn't make any sense.
Like your team is doing what I'm doing right now.
I feel like there should be like, I feel like if you're in like sales leadership, like there should be like a minimum quota of like calls that you have to pick up from random numbers every month of like at least 10, right? Like you don't have to stay on the whole call, but like you have to at least let them like tell you why they're calling.
Yes. Yeah, we should like create like an app that like it's on their phone. Like
if they don't pick up, it like reports them to LinkedIn or something.
They get like a % off of a purchase or something like that. That'd be sick.
For sure.
Or even like they get like a cold call rating on like LinkedIn. So it's
like, exactly.
He's a 97 on a cold call. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him.
Okay, Shazan also asked, does your call volume include contact number enrichments, identifying prospects, research, etc.?
I think what she's asking, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking what she's asking is like, does that include the amount of calls I'm making? Like, is that included in the calls I'm making? Like, I have to have the right number, contact information inside of my dialer in order to make the proper amount of calls, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll sit down and I'll prospect, enrich, import, and then call them. And that'll be like how I get the people
Gotcha.
in.
So you're like bulk enriching and everything, and then calling.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Hey, Jaden, it's Gavin DeWitt. You got a minute?
Yeah, you bet.
Jaden, what's up, man? Hey, we spoke a little while back. You referred me to Tom Yates. I finally got to Tom Yates. And then, surprise, surprise, I got ghosted via email.
Oh, shoot.
It's the worst, right?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. By the tone of your voice, you probably don't remember me. We spoke back in September.
I'm trying to remember. I really am. I apologize.
No, you're good. Jaden, you're a good man. So I'm calling from a company called Rattle, right? What we're doing is we're integrating Salesforce to Slack, but what we're really, really good at is filling in the gaps of your process from pipeline generation, deal execution, and even customer retention. Does that ring any bells?
I do vaguely remember it, and and you're not going to like my answer, but unfortunately, Tom literally is the only person that has access to be able to give you a yes or no to this question.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
He's our vice president.
Yeah, for sure. He's a great guy. Him and I spoke for about 10 minutes. Said, send me an email, send him a really good email, and then haven't heard back from him since. He's probably super busy. I'll give him some grace. But, just to ask you a question, when I see like director of sales, right? Like, I feel like that's a sales leader title, but it's also, it means different things for different organizations. Are you leading a sales team or are you carrying a
So I'm the director of sales. I've got in our organization, we actually have like 4 different teams of sellers. And I oversee three of the 4 teams, right?
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. I oversee 3 of the verticals. We've got another product called Utah.com. We've got a classifieds product, a cars product, and then jobs, homes, and display. And that's what I oversee is jobs, homes, and display. And so I'm one of 4 directors within the organization, and us 4 directors then report up to Tom.
And you have people reporting to you, correct?
Yeah, I've got 10 sellers that report directly to me.
Yeah,
Jaden. And then I've got another 20 that have a dotted line to me.
Jaden, so to be honest, my call isn't that off the mark then. Because typically, although Tom might be the one that signs the PO, like I'll tell you, you can leave your wallet at home. We work with a lot of sales leaders who have those holes in their process. And the first call really is just like a consultative thing. If you have an issue that Rattle can solve, like we know the process that we're going to go through Tom. But really all I'm looking for is to see if it'd be interesting for you to look at Rattle and see if there's like if you have those holes exist in your process and if Rattle can help. Yeah. If yes, like we know the process, but if no, hey man, like we can shake hands and we can move on as friends anyways.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, because you're in sales, I'm in sales. I always have respect for other sellers and their tenacity and their ambition. So let's do this. Let's set up a time where you can do a demo real quick on your product, and I'd be happy to spend some, half hour or so and look at it with you, and I'll give you my pros and cons and my honest feedback to it.
I love it. That'd be great.
There, if it's worth taking to the next level, I'll lobby to get Tom involved.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hey, just make sure I got your email right.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, that works great. Thanks a million, Jaden. Hey, I just want to make sure I got your email right.
That's correct. Yep.
Do you have your calendar in front of you?
I'm actually driving right now, so I'm not looking at my calendar.
Yeah, you
or my
shouldn't be
phone.
looking at your calendar. That's a good call. Hey, does next week?
I
work
do
good
know
for you,
this
or-
though. I do know this. The next 2 weeks I'm going to be buried. The week of the 13th.
Yeah.
If you take a look at the week of the 13th, Monday and Tuesday will probably be my best bet.
Okay.
But Wednesday I'm traveling out of town to meet with some clients. So that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be bad. So probably that Monday or Tuesday would be the best option.
All right. This is what I'm gonna do,
So
dude.
send me a couple of times that work for you, and then I'll look at it.
This is what I'll do. This might be a little bit easier than playing Tetris, calendar Tetris. How does 11 a.m. Central Time sound? And if that doesn't work good, whenever you get a chance to look at your calendar, I'll allow you to modify the date. We're pretty open that day, so if it makes sense, I'll just let you modify the time.
All right.
That go with you?
That'll work.
Okay,
Yep, that'll work.
Sweet. I'm gonna send that email now and then locking it in for that time. But feel free to modify if it doesn't work.
Sounds good.
Cool. Hey, thanks a million, Jaden. Hope you have a safe travel.
You have a wonderful day.
You too, brother. See ya. As soon as he said, I don't know if like you saw it, Adriana, but as soon as he said he leads teams, I was like, it's on.
This is my guy.
This is it.
That is awesome, especially since like it's kind of full circle. Like you started out with him, you tried to pursue a referral, kind of just came back this way.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So for anyone that's listening, the amount of meetings I booked in January came from my work in October, right? And I know that sounds crazy, but that's just the name of the game, right? Like pipeline isn't instantaneous. It's like a 30 to 90 day delay, you know? But yeah, that was good. I've been chasing that account down since literally September. So
that is freaking awesome. Congratulations, Gavin.
Thank you. And now I finally booked a demo live on LinkedIn Live.
For sure.
I was starting to think that you guys would never invite me back. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
This is embarrassing.
Thankfully, we don't give you a quota, you know, so
yeah,
you're safe.
Thank God. I don't know if I can handle 2 quotas.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go see what Michael is up to. I think Sean might be having some kind of technical issue because I just saw him drop out. Oh no, he's in the lobby. Okay.
No worries. I gotta jump. So I'm gonna say goodbye now.
Yeah.
But cool. Appreciate the opportunity.
Well, thank you for being here.
Always love being on here.
Definitely. Cool. See you maybe next week.
Yeah. We'll see you, Adriana.
Bye.
This is Chris.
Hey, Chris, this is Sean. I know you're not expecting my call, but do you have a moment? I promise to be brief.
I just stepped out of a meeting, so I really don't have time right now.
Okay, would tomorrow morning or afternoon work best for a call back?
Yeah, I don't have my calendar in front of me, but it seems like I'll have a few openings. What would this be about?
Yeah, so I was calling because we missed your team at Distributech, but talk with other utility companies that find it difficult to connect with their customers through digital channels. So I was wondering how you're currently engaging your clients.
Yeah, that's probably not an area of responsibility I would be interested in. So I think we probably call it from there. So
you don't deal with the texting there, I'm assuming?
No.
All right, Chris, fair enough. Well, do you by chance know who does it at SRP?
No, I usually don't forward marketing calls. So
okay, this is just a cold call, but I appreciate you taking it.
All right, yeah, thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Man.
How have your calls been going?
I've had more pickups than a lot of the other days I've been calling lately.
Awesome.
I had one who was so close, but he was like, we don't have budget this year. And yeah, so he wants an email, but I pushed back persistently, but just couldn't do it.
Yeah. I think maybe because Gavin had to jump, he was only able to be here for 30 minutes, but maybe we can just put Michael and you in the same room, and just like mute the audio. If one of them gets pickups, I don't know. I've never tried to do this before, so it might suck, and we might have to go back to pods. But hey, Michael.
Hey, is this Glenn? Yeah, I was looking to speak with Glenn Romeo. Okay. All right, I'm muted right now. So work through the operator. I think this might be security or something else. What's the last name? Romea, Roumayah. Roumayah. Okay, no worries. Hope you have a great rest of your day. All right. Yeah, if they can't find it and you kind of get passed along to two different operators, you're wasting calories.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Gavin had to jump, so it's just you and Sean. I was thinking maybe we could try out just all three of us being in the lobby. Since you're calling with your cell phone, I also think it's gonna be less complicated because it's not two tabs sharing audio. So we'll try it. If it's a mess, we'll just go back to the pods. But figured this might work.
Okay, I'm gonna hop in.
Cool.
What's up?
Hey guys.
Hey.
Okay, so if you look at the bottom of your screens, if one of you gets a pickup for the live stream, I can just click on your audio and it'll only share from one of you. But the only thing is that you'll still be able to hear us from what I understand. So if you can just select the disable audio button that's just like in the bottom center if it's annoying. So we're going to try it. If this doesn't work, we'll just go back to the pods. But I figured with two people, it might be okay. So
cool. Great. Let's rock it, Sean.
Let's do it, man. Are there any meetings yet? I think Gavin booked one.
Yeah, Gavin booked one.
Yeah, I've been having trouble getting a pickup today so far. A lot of voice.
Hi, this is Marianne. Can I help you?
Hey, Marianne, this is Sean. I know you're not expecting my call. Do you have a moment? I promise to be brief.
Okay, what's up?
Yeah, so I'm calling because we talk to many call centers that find it difficult to connect with their customers through digital channels. So I was wondering how you and CommScope are currently engaging your clients.
Yeah, we don't have a call center. We have customer service, but primarily it's like inside sales.
Okay. Do you guys, like, when customers have an issue, do you have a means to reach out to them, like texting, for instance?
Texting?
Yeah.
Like, no, we have an email back and forth, but no texting, no.
Okay. I mean, a lot of companies like CommScope are using texting and also video channels now. Would that be something you might be interested in hearing more about?
No, not really, but thank you.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Marianne.
Thanks.
Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
How'd that work?
The audio was fine on my end. Tough call. I mean, your permission-based opener was exactly what you had to do with a prospect like that. They did not want to be on the phone, and you delivered it perfectly.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, she wasn't even the right person, I don't think.
So, okay, if I click on Sean and like listen, can you still hear the audio, or do you have to also click on him?
Yeah, I could hear everything. That was kind of why I switched it off speakerphone and like turned down the volume on my end.
Okay, gotcha.
No big deal.
Yeah, well, I couldn't hear you, so I just wasn't sure like what TeamFlow did on the other end. So Just wanted to make sure.
Maybe I should always hop on this live stream because I'm getting more pickups than usual.
We're temporarily unable to connect to the number dialed. Please try again later. Waiting for call.
Was Gavin using like a dialect Orem or anything?
I think he uses Monster Connect.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
We were temporarily unable to connect to the number dialed. Please try again later. Waiting for calls.
Do you guys usually listen to music while you do it?
Hello, you've reached the voicemail.
Usually I don't listen to music. Maybe I have like YouTube videos playing like silently.
Hello, you've reached Daniel Conrad Investment Corporation. Please.
Yeah, I listen to music when I do anything besides cold calling. But I'll be blasting my house. So thankfully we have like good walls that the neighbors don't hear.
Hey Daniel, this is Michael Ashman. If you could give me a call at your earliest convenience, my cell is 312-437-1044. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, this is Grace. Please leave a message and I'll get back.
What kind of music do y'all listen to?
I've been jumping around a lot lately. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been going from EDM to old school rock to rap. I'm just going around in a
Customer you
circle.
are calling is not.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a rap and EDM guy.
I've been trying to get into EDM because, like, I feel like that, like, I know that there's music out there, like, in that genre that I would like. I just have not been able to find it. But I'm like a dad rock, emo kind of girl. So
Love that.
Try maybe Elenium. I love him.
Elenium's fantastic.
I will look that up for sure.
Your
Sorry,
call
but
is
I can't take your call
forwarded
right
to
now.
an
Please leave your message. Waiting for calls. Sorry, but I can't take your call right now. Please.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 8.
We got to stay in rhythm, Michael. Make the call at the same time.
I know, right?
You guys are like synced up perfectly. Greg from the LinkedIn chat asked, do you guys leave any voicemails?
Subscriber you have dialed is.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the the value of leaving a voicemail depends on the ICP.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a little bit extra calories if you're making a lot of calls in a day to leave a voicemail for everyone. But at least for the ICP that I've been calling to, it actually has been pretty valuable to leave them.
Nice.
Yeah, I've tried them, like directing them to my email. It worked for a bit, but then kind of stopped working. So right now I'm not leaving them, but I might in the future.
Do you guys usually include like why you're calling or leave it a little bit more vague? Yeah, I noticed in your voicemails, Michael.
If the goal of my voicemail isn't to book a meeting and it isn't to get a sale, it's to get a callback. So I try to tailor that to just getting a callback. So it's just, hey, my name is Michael. This is my number.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. How will I have their HQ numbers? I gotta get some cell phones.
I heard.
Sorry, but the person.
I heard if I mention like I'm referring to and then mention my customer and then saying this is Sean Clear, giving them the my number, then that works. But I don't know. Someone the CEO kind of called me out on it, saying that's tricking them, but I didn't think it was that trickery.
Wait, how do you say that exactly?
Like, hey, Michael, I'm calling in reference to Atmos Energy, and you're calling a utility company, right? That's not Atmos. And you just say, give me a call back.
Got it. That's cool.
Yeah. Haven't tried it yet, but I might.
Do you guys have any like controversial opinions on prospecting?
I don't know what that was. Maybe not controversial, but something I found that is really helpful is when you find a perfect prospect, like look through their profile and try to find keywords from there. Like if someone has something that's like, is the reason why you're looking at their profile like this is perfect, you can take little keywords out of there and then search the whole company again in SalesNet with those keywords, and you'll find more people like that person.
Definitely makes sense.
I'm trying to think about something controversial. I don't know.
I'm gonna ask in the chat, what are all of your most controversial prospecting opinions? Drop them in the comments. I would love to know.
Hey Keith, this is Michael Ashman. How are you doing today?
Good, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. And I know I'm calling you out of the blue. Just was wondering if I could take a minute to explain why I'm calling you today.
Yeah. So number one, Michael, what company are you with, and how did you get my cell phone number?
Yes, sir. So first, I'm calling from a company called Luminary Cloud. I'll explain who we are in a moment. How I got your cell phone number was directly off of LinkedIn.
Okay. Yeah, I don't take cold calls, but I appreciate the call and have a great day. Please take me off your list, okay?
Understood. Do you mind if I explain why I'm calling though?
Do you mind if what now?
Do you mind if I explain why I'm calling you since we're already on the phone?
I think I'll get there.
Understood.
Waiting for calls.
Guys are getting a lot of toughies today.
Yeah. that happens. Totally
Yeah.
understand. The way that the exact way that I would handle this now, follow up with an email. Hey, understand that they don't take cold calls.
Yeah.
That's why I'm following up with an email.
I've seen that work as well. We used to send one out on my last job. Thanks for being an understanding human on the phone, and then basically say like, I know no one likes taking cold calls, and it just goes on about if you ever need help here, let us know.
Yeah.
Make the subject line hate cold calls.
I like that even better.
Or just like not a cold call.
Hello, you've reached Bunnell.
How many calls do you have?
Huh?
How many calls do you have right now?
Have I made in this hour?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 23.
Gotcha.
How about you, Sean?
I think like I'm about to be at 49.
Nice. Yeah. I'm just
It's definitely slower on your cell.
Yeah, I've been a little bit slower, but also I've been kind of these are all first step prospects. So I like to like take like a nice like look at their profile and like think of a sentence to say that'd be like relevant to them if they give me the chance.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I bet Gavin made like 50 in like 20 minutes. I need one of those dialers.
Hello. Michelle is not available. Please leave.
All right, this is definitely the most unique answer we got in LinkedIn. Cyril says, I play my acoustic guitar while dialing from home. I stop when there is a connect. Deep insights and great hosting. Which is freaking awesome.
Hey, is this Tiana? Hey, Tiana, this is Sean. I know you're not expecting my call. Do you have a moment? I promise to be brief.
Not really. I'm just walking into a parent-teacher conference right now.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope that goes well for you. Would tomorrow morning or afternoon be better for a quick callback?
It depends on what you want.
Well, I'm calling because we talk to many call centers that find it difficult to connect with their customers through digital channels like texting, and I was wondering how you're currently engaging with your clients.
Okay. Actually, I think that, I could take your information down, but I work for a corporation, and so I don't make any of those decisions. It's all basically handled by our corporate offices, but I could pass your information along if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Do you by chance know who I could reach out over there as well?
I don't have a number offhand. Like I said, I'm not in my office today. I'm out and about. So.
Okay. Would it be helpful to email you some information that you could pass over?
Sure, that'd be fine.
Okay, I will do that, and I'll make the subject line. Thanks for taking my call, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Bye. Damn corporate offices.
Okay.
Why I called in the first place is that I noticed you mentioned this.
Matthew had a good question. He asked, is the industry getting harder to actually get people on the phone? What do you guys think about that?
I think everybody's getting more cold calls these days, whether it's from, actual spam bots.
Do you have a moment? I promise to be brief.
Sure. John, where are you from? What is this?
Great. So I'm from Calera, and I'm calling because we talk to many call centers that find it difficult to connect with their customers through digital channels. And I was wondering how you...
Here, John. I'm no longer in the call center. I have no connection to it whatsoever.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate that. Do you know who handles like the texting or video channels up there?
I do not. No.
All right, Debbie. Well, hey, I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Sorry, Michael.
For interrupting you.
All good.
So, as far as like the cold calling though, yeah, look, I think that everybody's getting more calls these days, and it creates an aversion to answering a call from an unknown number at times. And it means that when you get someone on the phone, you have to capitalize. But harder, maybe not so much once you get someone on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely tougher. I've been doing this for like 5 years now, and it just seems like there's less connects for sure. And a lot of people have budgets frozen and whatnot. The world is kind of a big garbage dumpster fire right now. So yeah, it's just tough right now. And I've spoken to other reps too that are feeling the same thing. So
How are you guys like dealing with that? Is it a situation of like make more calls, be more like specific with who you're targeting? Like, how are you getting around that?
Sean, after you.
Hey, is this Monique? Hello? Sorry about that. I thought I had someone. I'd say I'm trying to make more calls. I'm trying to, get more emails out too. I mean, lately I've been testing like a lot of new cadences. So like I have a email only cadence for like utilities, and I have then I also have some with calls in there. I'm just trying out a lot of stuff because a lot of stuff is not working for me right now.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, echoing that, switching to omni-channel, if you're relying on one channel to be successful, and maybe right now it is successful, but what if it shifts and it's not anymore? You want to be able to generate pipeline in more than one way. So, I mean, I've seen success with DMs, I've seen success with email, I've seen success with the phone. Even using social media sometimes helps.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Do you feel like you're doing like more research into your prospects or focusing more on like just number in terms of output?
Oh, definitely. So like, because in the last year and a half or 2 years, like things really shifted from like, if you could just stuff as many people in as possible, you could really convert at a good clip.
Yeah.
And now it's shifted to quality over quantity. So
Call, do you have a moment? I promise to be brief.
I'm so sorry, Sean. Can you tell me, is this personal business?
This is business, and
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I usually ask you taken off the list. So forgive me if this is a solicitation call. I'd appreciate being removed.
Yeah, it's not a solicitation call. It is a cold call, but I won't try to sell you anything. I could definitely remove your number after this, but do you have a second for me to tell you why I called?
No, I really would appreciate. I am dealing with some stuff, Sean, that is just too much at this point. So please, just take me off your list. Thank you.
All right, Annette, you got it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Man, I keep interrupting you too. I feel so bad.
It's all good.
All good.
Everyone wants to see the calls, We just talk to make it more interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
I wish they saw my good call.
Yeah, I need to come back with some recordings or something.
Anytime I ever did like live cold calling, it's like the actual calls went like shit.
Hey, Wigan, this is Michael Ashman. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I know I'm calling you out of the blue, but was wondering if I could just take a second to explain why I decided to give you a call.
Sure.
Thanks. So I saw that you're the mechatronics engineering manager over at Virgin and Clay. I've spoken to a few people at your guys' company, and I understand that you guys are using some CFD solutions to, design some of your products. Was wondering if you're involved in that at all.
I am not.
Understood. Then in that case, apologies for calling you out of the blue, but I was wondering if you could help me just for a moment. Some of these conversations that I have been with the wrong person. It's been a little confusing figuring out exactly who I want to speak with. Do you know who I would want to get in contact with all things regarding CFD?
Not positive. I don't work on that side of the business that much. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm not exactly sure who I would give your information to.
Okay, no problem. If that's the case, I'd be more than happy to send you an email, and if it's easy enough, you could forward it on to perhaps like a manager or a director along the line. Reason why is because what we're doing is about 100 to 200 times faster than what's currently on the market. So I believe it could help, quite a few people at your org. Would you be open to that?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. And just want to double check, Your email is wliu@virginiaclay.com, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Awesome. Well, I will send that over right now. If it's cool with you, do you think you could just let me know that you got it? Just like maybe like a yes or got it when you receive it.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool. Thanks. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Yep.
Bye.
Yep. You do. Bye.
What do you usually include in your emails?
So essentially in a situation like that, my main goal is to arm someone in the company with the information that if it got to in front of the right person, it'd be compelling. So a thank you, hey, apologies again for, calling you weren't the right person, but if you know who this should go to, this is exactly what they're going to want to know.
Yeah. Awesome. So we only have about 5 minutes left. So we'll make a couple more dials, maybe scoot one more pickup in there, and then we'll wrap up. But
cool.
If you guys have any more cold calling questions, definitely drop them in the chat. Isadora, yes. The recording is actually available on this LinkedIn event page. So after the meeting, you can just come right back here and the full replay.
Hi, you reached Katie Richards. I'm not available to come to the...
It's a very fast voicemail.
Right. I'm like, Katie, lower the volume, please.
That means their phone is on do not disturb. You should call them back.
Oh.
How do you know that?
It automatically sends it to voicemail. So if you double it, then it actually will ring.
See, but what I do is I turn my ID, like local area ID, on and off, like every time I call them, basically. Do you think that picks it up still, like the do not call?
I'm not sure. I mean, usually like I have a friend who has his phone always on do not disturb, so I like know that that's what like the phone does, because if I give him a call, like it'll immediately go to voicemail, and I'm like, this guy just left his phone on do not disturb.
Yeah, I wonder if Apple can pick that up.
See, that's kind of controversial, turning your local ID on and off. I know people have strong opinions there.
That they do.
I've literally, like, I know I said this in the comments before at a different show for the live cold calling, but I've seen where someone puts ID on, right? Local ID on, then they take it off in 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes later, they call it with their cell phone. And the person doesn't know, like, it's you because it's not the same number, but it's controversial.
I did do that sometimes. I usually don't call like one right after the other, though. I would like go through a full list, and then like later that day I would call them again, just with a different number.
That's what I did with one of my guys here. I called them twice this hour, but
All right, guys, we got 2 minutes till the top of the hour, so I think we'll go ahead. Oh, finish the call. Don't hang up.
Yeah, I'm still typing my little follow-up email. I like to be very timely about those.
Hello, you have reached Casey Westall with Honest Energy Environment. If you will please.
We actually got one question in the chat. Tala asked, when you started outbounding, was there a mindset or structure that helped you reach the next level?
Dials don't build confidence, conversations do.
Excellent
I love
advice.
that.
How about you, Sean?
What was the question again? Sorry.
When you started outbounding, was there a mindset or structure that helped you reach the next level?
I mean, so I started out in sports management ticket sales, right? So like tickets were like NASCAR tickets, right? So when I got into being an SDR, I started using HubSpot and kind of like sequencing it out, right? As far as follow-ups go. And I feel like that helped me tremendously.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would say like I'll just throw my 2 cents in there before we go, which is really that like I think what helped me the most is realizing that like no one can see you, no one knows who you are. Like even if someone does get mad at you on the phone and is like, "Go away, you're so annoying. I hate cold calls." Like they're they're just like a voice, you know, on the other line. So I feel like getting around taking that personally or like feeling like I failed definitely helped a lot because it's like 90% of what we do is failing, honestly. We're just failing in a certain direction. But
Upward.
yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you to everyone who watched this week's episode of LinkedIn Live Cold Calling. You can always connect with Sean, Michael, or Gavin on LinkedIn. And if you do want to learn more about RevGenius, our free community with a ton of free events, all for tech professionals, you can check out revgenius.com. But we will see you guys next week.